Welcome to Green Talk by Green Care Solutions on iHeartRadio, Spotify, and KCAA NBC Radio. This is a cannabis-friendly and educational show. You must be 21 years of age to listen. We're not doctors, but Green Care Solutions has doctors for you. I'm your host, Yanitza Munoz. You can follow me on Instagram at Yanitza.
What's up, guys? It's Trippy Trees here. You can find me on Instagram and YouTube, trippy.trees. And we also got...
This is Brian Gonzalez from Green Care Solutions. You can find all our information at Green Care Solutions 420 on Instagram. Green Talk is a program created to educate you about cannabis. Call them for any of your green care needs at 951-609-4071. We are an 8-time award-winning company, and yes, 13 dimes deleted on Instagram, but we are able to get it back, luckily. Follow our Instagram again, like I said, at Green Care Solutions 420.
Yes. It takes a pretty good company, right, to get deleted so many times. Yes. Well, I really want to express my excitement today because we have the beautiful Chanel West Coast in the house.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah,
Thank
same
you,
here.
Chanel.
Likewise.
Yes. So, Chanel, you've accomplished so much in your career.
Thanks.
From being on television on MTV, you're a rapper, a songwriter. You've done so much with your career, so I want to applaud you for that, first off.
Thank you. I never feel like it's enough, so you guys make me feel good. When I'm a bit of a perfectionist. So.
And I like your style, by the way.
Thank you. Today I kind of went a little bit lazy because I just moved in a new house and everything's packed still. Mm-hmm. So I'm working off of like 4 pairs of jeans, a couple Fashion Nova outfits, and like 2 pairs of shoes right now.
I love it.
So today we went a little bit more chill.
Well, we gave you socks from Savvy Socks.
Yes, I love them. They're cute.
Socks.
They're really cute.
Yes, yes. So you started your career actually working for the show on MTV with Ridiculousness and another one called The Fantasy Factory, right?
Yes. Fantasy Factory was first. But I don't think people know, actually, Rob, he had pitched Ridiculousness to MTV before Fantasy Factory. And somehow it just took them like longer time to develop it and figure it all out. So then they just went ahead and started shooting Fantasy Factory first. And I didn't even know about Ridiculousness. I didn't know that they were already working on it. I was just on Fantasy Factory. And then one day Rob was like, I'm doing this new show. You want to be a host on it? And I'm like, all right. What do I do? And he's like, okay, we're filming the pilot next week. Just show up. And he kind of did the same thing to Sterling. And we just showed up. And then Ridiculousness has been a hit ever since.
Yes, yes.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's been on the air for now like over 8 years, right?
I think so.
Dang, that's amazing.
I get confused because we were still filming Fantasy Factory towards the beginning of Ridiculousness, so time-wise it gets confusing. But the other day we just shot our 400th episode of Ridiculousness.
That's a lot of laughs.
Yes, yes, because you're known for your cute laugh. It's so I love it. It's fun.
A lot of people hate on it.
No.
I don't know why. I think I know why though, because they're
not on TV.
Thank you, girl. Yeah. You're smart. No, well, also they turn the volume up on it like extra loud, and like I'll watch the show and I'm like, my laugh wasn't that loud, and then they'll play my laugh sometimes. I think because because for editing purposes, like there might be a clip that's not as funny, and so they're like, oh, let's throw her laughing right here to make it seem funnier, and then it makes me look whack because it's like, why did I laugh so hard at that? And I'm like, that wasn't even funny to me. I didn't even really laugh right there. They just edited my laugh in to make the clip seem better,
That's so funny.
Yeah.
The struggle.
Yeah. Do you get to see the clips before they show it on Ridiculousness, or it's just like straight up?
No, it's just my first time. In the first season, they like asked me to, and then I wasn't, I guess, laughing, like reacting the same naturally. So like obviously you can think of funnier things to say, but then like you don't react that same as the first time you're seeing something. So they just have me just come out and freestyle.
It's natural talent.
Yeah.
Yes. So what I love also about you that you're a musician, a songwriter, and rapper. You've been doing that, since you were a kid, because your father is a DJ, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
my
dad's a DJ in New York City. Every time I go to visit him growing up, because I didn't live with him, so he'd have to find babysitters and stuff, and a lot of time he wouldn't have a babysitter, so he'd ask his boss, like, hey, can I bring my kid? So I'd literally be chilling under the DJ booth, just sitting there on little milk crates. Yeah, and I remember trying to tell my dad what to play, and he'd be like, I got this. I'm recommending NSYNC and shit.
That's awesome.
Sorry, recommend NSYNC. But yeah, so my dad was a DJ, and but back home here in California, my mom always noticed I was a very crazy kid and into performing and music, and so she got me into dance classes at a real young age, and I did hip hop dance from when I was 7, pretty much all through school. And then that's kind of what led to me like wanting to be a rapper was through hip hop dance, because I always performed as a hip hop dancer, so I've always had that love of hip hop music through that.
That's cool.
Yeah, you know, we've had Be Real as a regular on our show here on Green Talk.
Yes, I heard.
And you have a song with him.
Yes, I love Be Real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
super
he's
real.
dope.
He's
Yeah,
like
he
that's
lives-
it, like
he
his
lives
name.
up to his name.
He
yeah.
lives up to his name.
Yeah.
No, we did a song together, and it was dope because, like, first of all, like, he's one of the people, a lot of my features I got, I had the song done already, and then, like, had an open verse, and I was like, hey, do you want to get on this? But with him, we didn't really have an idea yet. You know, I had this beat that was, like, Spanishy, and I was like, oh, Be Real will kill this.
Yep.
So I had more of a process of like making the song with him. Like I wrote my verse while he was there. He's seen me write it. Okay. So just letting you know. And yeah, like, so it was like cool to like work with him and make it together. And obviously we smoked throughout that process, which was tight. Yeah, it's crazy. Like my mom listened to Cypress Hill too. So like
Awesome.
to like have a song with Be Real, who's such a OG in the game, it's dope.
He
Yeah.
has Smokebox and Be Real TV.
I think I've been on both actually.
That's awesome.
okay.
on Smokebox, I'm like,
How's that?
I'm not the biggest on hotboxing, so I was struggling because you're talking a lot too as an interview, and I'm like, as I'm talking, I'm like,
Yeah.
coughing on
this.
this. It was definitely like that was probably the most hotboxed I think.
And
I've
they don't
ever
roll their
been.
windows down either, huh?
Nah,
No.
like that's
yeah.
real. Like
Yeah.
I was like, I've never hotboxed like that. Not even in like my teenage years when we were trying to like, you know, trying to like get as smoky as we can. Like it didn't even get as smoky as that.
That's funny.
That is so true. I love how creative he got by doing the Smokebox, you know?
Yes.
Now into cannabis, you know, Green Talk is a show created by Green Care Solutions, and we're a cannabis company, and we're going to be giving you a bunch of product. And we
Thank you.
have Brian, who is the connoisseur of Green Care Solutions.
Yeah, a little kind of madman behind all these lovely products. But you know what? Like, our company's professional, and we don't come out with anything unless it's been approved by a lot of different people.
Yeah.
And we actually just launched our CBD line. But before I get into that, I'll go over a couple of our THC products. So we have our GCS lemonades. We have pink, original, and strawberry. And the difference between this and most like infused drinks is that this is made with distillate, which is high potency. But the great thing about it is you don't taste any cannabis at all. So
Nice.
it can be a little
Sneaks
scary
up.
when you're like,
Yeah.
oh, what was this?
Oh, yeah,
Oh, that
you
was
forget.
cannabis.
Oh, that if it doesn't taste like anything, I'll drink
That's
especially
trouble.
because I love lemonade. I will drink the
Yes.
whole thing right away. And next thing you know, I'm like,
You're
on
like,
the
Chanel's
couch.
out by the pool drinking a lemonade. I got extra tan today because I passed out.
extra sunburn. That would lead to a sunburn,
Yes.
definitely.
And the same thing with the sour belts. Our sour belts, literally no cannabis taste, but like I've had my friends and everybody else tell me they've had half of a sour belt and like they were just dummy high.
Really?
Wow.
Okay.
Yes,
I gotta
absolutely.
try. I'm gonna try all of it.
So, so we have that, and then our 5-time award-winning THC Canna Hookah. This is what everybody knows us for, and what kind of got us on the map. There's no tobacco and there's no nicotine in this. So a lot of people think like, hey, I'm gonna throw weed in my hookah with my tobacco, and then it's just a mess.
Yeah.
This right here is you don't get that crossfade, you don't get a headache or anything. It's just a nice, smooth, clean smoke, and then it does the job. We have like 7 different flavors.
Nice.
So
I'm just curious, really
Yeah.
quick. So basically, it's not weed. It's like what I'm.
It's like shisha,
it's
right?
it's
So-
infused with it's basically it's a secret formula.
yeah.
Okay.
But it's THC infused, but it's you pack it like it would be a regular hookah and everything.
Got it. So
It's
it
just
burns
not
the same
tobacco.
way as
yes.
like normal hookah.
Yep. You
That's
might have to
dope.
play with the coals just a little bit, depending, on the compared to tobacco,
Yeah.
but it's the same process, no different.
That's dope.
Does it
So-
smell? What does it smell like? Weed?
Smells
or-
like basically like a
Fruit
like
flavor?
like basically like
Oh,
a
okay.
like a vape almost. Like there's no strong cannabis odor. If you're smoking like in a lounge, you wouldn't know the difference.
That's really
cool.
At all.
That's
You're not
dope.
gonna be like, oh, everybody's in here is contact high and everything. Like you can't smell it. You can literally fool anybody. I can smoke right here, she wouldn't know.
Even yeah.
No joke. So
They also have it in CBD, right?
yeah,
Brian?
we just
Oh.
launched at Kushstock, and we won an award for that as well too. This is the one that's going to be in all your smoke shops, all your hookah lounges, because everything's lab tested. And our CBD hookah has 1,000 milligrams of CBD per container, so you can get about 4 bowls per container, and they last a couple hours each one. So they're very long
Wow.
lasting.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
And then to finish off our THC products, we have our shatter pre-rolls. We have 3 different flavors. They're made out of king-size raw cones, and what it is they're handmade, so they're not made by a machine. So it's top shelf flour, and then inside the middle of it, it's a roll of shatter all the way through, so it burns smooth. And unlike some of them that put it on the outside when it's all messy, it burns uneven. Ours is just, they taste bomb, but at the same time, they smoke even all the way through. And then to go along with our full line of CBD products, we have our, for all the vapors out there that are trying to get off nicotine and, still like to vape 24/7, we have 300, 750 milligram vape juice. We have tinctures, full spectrum. So anybody that has basically all the benefits you get from CBD, you can get it in drops as simple as just putting it under your tongue. We have 300 and 600. Then we have our CBD cartridges. We have 200 and 400 milligram. We have strawberry lemonade, and we also have Bubba Kush for the people that don't like that fruity taste.
Oh my God, Bubba
Nice.
Kush is my favorite.
So
It's like an extinct weed too, so like that's tight. You guys have that flavor.
So like a lot of people still like that natural cannabis taste, but it's in CBD. And then one of my favorite products too, because I work out all the time and I like to always just see what I can do a little extra longer. And our CBD roll-on has 500 milligrams of CBD. It's a 3-ounce bottle, but then it has 27 different essential oils in it. A lot of other companies will make one with a couple in it, and you just get this heavy menthol smell. Like that right there is actually, you put it on your neck at night or anything else, and it relaxes you. So everything we have here is all, high quality and everything like that. So I'm excited for you to take it home.
I'm
and
excited to try it all out.
Get a good review and, let us know what you think about it.
Okay, I will.
We have CBD organic peanut butter dog treats.
Great. My
and
dog needs them.
Yes. If it's an old dog that has pain, it's going to help that. If it's a young, hyper little dog, it'll calm him down.
Perfect.
So it's good. There's no like, oh, my dog's not old enough. Or when people say, oh, I don't want my dog high. It's CBD. Everything's lab tested. So it's all hemp derived.
Yeah.
So that's another product that I'm really proud of is our dog treats.
Dope.
Nice.
I probably need that the most because my dog's a terror. He needs to chill.
Well, thank you so much, Brian. So Brian is our one of our main reps for Green Care Solutions. So that we have so many products we're excited to give you. Now, isn't it crazy how now it's legal recreationally, right? I'm so happy that finally that cannabis is legal in certain states, and hopefully it'll be legal nationally. Speaking of CBD products, there's Koi, right, Brian? That was a CBD line that didn't really make clean CBD.
Yeah, so there's a news article that came out recently is because a lot of companies, they just try to get it out and mass produce it, and the quality's not there. So there is an article online with Koi CBD. They're known because you'll find them in wholesalers, you'll find them on stuff. But the thing is, too, what happened is that 2 people that had corporate jobs thought they were taking tested CBD. And what happened is that, somebody got drug tested because, something happened at work where they had to, and they failed it. And that's the only thing because everything hemp-derived CBD is supposed to be under 0.3%. And if it's if it's under that, it won't show on any drug test. I don't care what it is. But it showed that. So that just shows that some companies literally don't care about the quality of what they're giving people, and it's putting people's other jobs at risk. And ours basically gets tested twice before it even reaches, consumers. So we're comfortable. And that's one thing we don't cut any corners on.
Legit.
So,
It's hard because you don't know. You just hear CBD and you're like, oh, it's good for you. CBD is like everywhere now. So that's kind of scary.
And it's unregulated. So people, they're not saying, let's shut this guy down because they can't. But at the same time, you have to find a trusted source of where you're getting your stuff at. And when you see a big name brand that you think, you feel comfortable with, and it's doing that, then you know what? I mean, it's just one of those things where it's just not right.
Yeah. Well, at least we know that Green Care Solutions has legit products. Has cannabis ever influenced you with your artistic creative songwriting? Because you create all your own stuff, which I applaud.
Thank you.
Shows how legit she is as an artist.
I will say this. So I used to smoke a lot more when I would write music, but then I actually noticed I was getting better at writing when I'm not as high. But as far as thinking of my music videos, ideas for my music videos, what I'm going to wear in my music videos, my real visual creativity comes from weed. Definitely when I'm high, I start thinking of I'm like, oh my gosh, we should do this in the video. We should do that. But then sometimes it's weird with writing lyrics and melodies. It could sometimes take away from me on that a little. I think I'm a little bit better at writing more with a clear mind. But so for example, sometimes I'll write and I don't record the song right then. And sometimes I like to be high when I'm recording a certain type of song because I'm like, this is a vibe, you know, like for Sharon Stone, for example.
Absolutely.
I wasn't even high at first when I heard the beat and wanted to do it. And then when we came up with the idea, because it kind of came from just Casino playing in the studio, my producer made a joke and he's like, you're Sharon Stoned. And I was like, wait, I was like, that's a song. And so that's how it kind of came about. But I didn't have weed and I was like, hold on, I got to get high. I'm about to make a song called Sharon Stoned, you know? So then in that case, then I get high. So it's like it's for certain vibes. You know what I'm saying? If I'm making a love song, I'm probably not going to want to get high because then I might get too emotional or something. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like you got to have it for the right vibes.
It's like drinking a glass of wine, right? In
Exactly.
a sense. Like, you just know one glass can really relax you, but if you go overboard, you're like, it's a party now. So you just have to kind of pace yourself.
Exactly, yeah.
Yes. Well, I applaud you again for all the artists you've worked with. You already mentioned Be Real, but you've worked with Lil Wayne, a few other artists, Snoop Dogg as well.
Yes.
Honey Cocaine.
Honey
Snoop,
Cocaine.
Honey Cocaine. Yeah, we have like a nice little smoker song, Blueberry Chills.
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked with a lot of people. I've been really lucky to like just kind of end up in the right place at the right time with all those artists. Like, well, Honey was different. Like, we made a connection like on social media and then reached out to each other. And with Be Real, I think I actually had went on like Be Real TV first or something, and that's when I was like, hey, I got this song. You got to come through. And so yeah, it's been magic, I guess you could say, just how everything kind of came together. But it's not enough yet. I'm like, this is like only the beginning, you know. I feel like I've been working really hard, and in the past I was like, I just got to get music out. I just got to rush and do this. And now I'm like, I'm not going to rush. I'm going to take my time, and that's what I've done with this album I'm working on now. So my new album is going to be on another level.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Is there anything that you're able to talk about on future projects that are kind of like, because you're going to be launching music, right, coming soon?
Yeah, well, I have a new song dropping next week, and that's it's called Old Fashioned, featuring
Nice.
Nestle. Yeah, it's funny. It's kind of a similar vibe to Old Town Road video. I did write this song a long time ago before I ever heard that song, and had this concept way before that. But you know, I guess everybody just had a Western vibe in mind at the same time, you know.
That kind of rhymed
yeah,
right
now
there.
you're hip hop.
Yeah.
It's rhymed.
But yeah, so it's called Old Fashioned, and it's got Nestle on the track. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he's like he's blowing up like on the independent side. His streams are like through the roof. You got to check out his music. It's like once you listen to Nestle, you don't stop. His music's so catchy.
It's like
Nice.
like a rap or
It's
R&B
like rap.
type
It's
guy.
like rap singy. You know, like there's like this melodic rap that's in now. Like
Yeah.
he uses heavy auto tune. You might have actually seen him. He was that guy on World Star who had like the fake auto tune thing in his arm. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so crazy.
Yeah, I
Have
think
you
I
guys
know
seen
who
that?
he
It
is.
wasn't
Yeah.
real. It was
No,
just
no.
I know, but
an
it's
animation.
so trippy, huh?
I'm so gullible. I think I was high when I saw it. And I was like, did you really get some autotune installed
I was
in your
on there for like an hour. I was like, is this a thing? Is this the future? Like,
That's
everyone has,
so
and then
cool.
the vlog camera too.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
saw
It
that?
looked so real.
yeah.
Whoever did that, I was like, okay, they're good at their special effects.
The creativity.
Yeah. So that song will be dropping next week.
Okay, that's
That's awesome.
awesome.
Thanks.
Nice. You've also had music with French Montana too.
Yes. French is dope. I love
Montana.
French. He is so cool. Like, and when he came to the video, he was dating Khloe Kardashian at the time, and
Yeah.
Khloe came with him. And
Oh, that's cool.
Khloe's so cool too. That's when I realized I was like, yo, she's. I mean, hopefully the rest of the family doesn't hate me. She's my favorite Kardashian.
Yeah.
She's she has the great personality. She's always so funny, so chill, and like at my video shoot, she was so supportive. She was like,
Nice.
congrats. Like, she's like, oh my God, like so happy for you. And like,
Oh.
I remember she was just chilling, like taking veggies from the little veggie tray, and like she was so down to earth. So
You know, the Kardashians
That's
are actually
awesome.
really cool. I've interviewed the mom.
Oh,
Kris
you
Kardashian.
have?
Yeah, she's really sweet because sometimes you don't know. You're like, it's Kardashians. But no,
Yeah.
they're really, really like nice, and they see people as like normal. Like, I don't know. You just don't know.
yeah,
Don't ever believe what you hear in the news. They're really
I
cool
know, right?
people.
exactly.
That's
No, you
funny.
cannot believe what you hear, because
Yeah.
it's like, especially like people love. There's certain media that just that's how they make their money and get all their attention, is
Yeah.
tearing people down, and you're gonna constantly hear bad stuff about celebrities. That's not true at all.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why Green Talk, we're real.
Yep.
Yeah,
We don't like
absolutely.
gossip here. We just like delivering cannabis news, and we like delivering positive like outlets of news, right? Like you, we talk about how cool your career's been and things
Thank
like that.
you.
Your music. We don't like bashing people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really cool that I also noticed you were on Fear Factor.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
how's
was been so
that?
scary.
So my friend Ash, who went on it with me, he's my manager Cynthia's boyfriend.
Okay, cool.
And let's just say, so I asked a bunch of my girlfriends, I was like, yo, I gotta have a friend on Fear Factor with me. Everybody's like, I'm not eating bugs. Every single I'm not eating bugs. I'm not gonna do it. Like, and my other best friend was my roommate at the time, and she's like, I can't do it. I'm sorry. She's like, I don't know what they're gonna ask. So I was like, I need a guy. I'm like, I need a guy. So I told Cynthia, my manager, I'm like, will Ash do it? Like, I didn't have a boyfriend at the time, so I was like, whatever. And so Ash came on with me, and he was the best partner to have because he really held it down for us. I don't think I would have made it past anything without him. But yeah, it was so fun. Ludacris was the host of the one we're on because I guess it's like the new, I don't know, it's the new one with Ludacris, I guess.
Joe Rogan, he's too busy with his podcast right now.
Oh, is that what it is?
Well, I think Joe Rogan was the original host of Fear Factor, and now he has the Joe Rogan Experience.
Now, I guess, yeah.
So his podcast really popped off.
Yes.
He's like, no more Fear Factor. It's all about my podcast.
No more eating bugs. We're watching people eat bugs. No more torturing people.
Just talking and smoking weed. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that was a fun experience.
Nice. So I noticed that people, what they had to do on the show that she was on, they had to go grab like animals. So the screen had an emoji of like a chicken or a snake. So you have to go get the chicken and the snake and then put them in another box. So you either can get lucky and get like a chicken or a pig, or you can get like a tarantula and like something that could bite.
Yeah, or they would put together two things you have to guess. So it's funny, I guessed everybody else's. And then on mine, we thought it was, I thought it was I thought it was a turkey leg, but it was the pig. So we went and got these freaking turkeys out, and it wasn't supposed to be the turkeys. It was supposed to be the pigs. So if you get the animals out, bring them all the way to the cage, you close it, a green or red light will go off if you got it right. We were the only ones who got an animal wrong. So the turkeys get in there, and it's like red light. I was like, no! And we're like, okay, it must have been a ham, you know? That's the only other thing it could have been, that leg. So then we had to get the turkeys back. I was like, come on, little turkeys, like we gotta go back.
It's like going crazy. It was gobble gobble.
Yeah, because it's like you didn't have to just get them in one time. Now we have to get them back in the other one. So that like made us lose time. But then when we knew it was the little pigs, I was like, okay, get the pigs. It was
when you pick up piglets, they scream. It's
they squeal.
I went to the Bahamas, you know, the little piggy things, and you think it's like picking up a puppy, but no, they scream. You freak out. You're like, I'm not trying to eat you. Like, chill out. It's like
I'm not hurting you.
Like they know humans eat them.
Yeah. No, I couldn't catch them, and that for me was the one animal. I'm like, oh, they're so cute. I don't mind to like touch that
and
one.
And they start screaming.
But that's the one that wouldn't let you grab it. So I was like, oh great. Of course, the cutest one is like just running around like a crazy little thing, squealing and like. It was hectic, but it was really fun, though.
The life.
That's wild.
The Fear Factor.
Because that was Celebrity Fear Factor. You know, that's pretty cool. Like, because they're not going to make you eat, like, tarantula guts. Like, they make the other people eat, I think,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Did they tell you anything before? Or you're just like, you just go in?
No, you'd be surprised. So the skunk, we're all like, oh, the skunk can't really spray you, obviously, right? And they're like, no, it can really spray you. And literally, me and Tiger were like, what? Like, we got do this week. What are you talking about? Like, are you kidding me? And they're like, well, that's what you guys signed up for. Just be really careful and telling us all the precautions of how to hold with the away, you know, and everything. But I was like, they're gonna just let a skunk spray somebody today, and then you're out of, because when you get sprayed by a skunk, you're like, it's like a week or two, like you still smell like it.
Like a tomato bath.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Tomato
I don't
bath.
know.
It's a process. You got to take off work and stuff because like you smell really bad.
Yeah.
So
can you imagine showing up somewhere? It's like, wait, what?
Would they think you smell like weed?
I was just thinking probably.
I could probably just pass it off.
Yeah.
That's so funny. So it's really cool that, you know, you've been taking off with your career and everything. Do you have any tour dates coming up, like anywhere? I know Canada right now is loving booking American artists because of, you know, cannabis being 100% legal there.
Well, let's get into a subject really quick. So I can't go to Canada.
Oh,
I can. It costs me a lot of money. I got a felony in South Dakota for weed years ago. It's now legal in South Dakota, so that's my luck.
That's annoying.
And it was literally a nug of weed this big.
That's ridiculous.
Stupidest situation to have that, and my bags always get searched at the airport. I've had stuff stolen out of my bags too when they're searched. So I'm like a victim to the system now, off of a tiny little nug of weed, literally. And so basically, when you have a felony, Canada's so strict, and they have like these like big fines you have to pay. So if somebody is listening from Canada and wants to book me for a whole entire tour, then I can afford to go. But I can't just like go for like one-off gigs because they're not paying enough to pay like these crazy fines. It wouldn't even be worth it.
Wouldn't be worth it, yeah.
Yeah, so I need to get like a full Canadian tour and get up there.
I'm sure it'll happen. Someone's going to hear this and be like, okay, we're going to make this happen.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
We'll make it happen.
And then you can smoke without going.
Right?
Anybody watching me?
Like,
yeah, Canada's all legal now.
That's so. I feel like Canada, like, is honestly going to be where it's at soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I really hope that people that have been criminalized for cannabis can really get a break, because so many people have lost jobs, have been gone to jail for it, and now they can't get a job.
And even potential, potential job opportunities.
Yeah. Oh my God, no, and that's so true. It's like I'm in a blessed position, because I remember when I got it, I was supposed to go back to South Dakota to fight it, and I didn't, because I was filming at the time, and in my head I was like, well, I'm on a TV show now. I don't plan on going back to working at a regular job. I was like, I'm just going to take it on my record, because I don't find, like, at the time I didn't financially have enough money to fly back and forth and like fight this, so we kind of just took it, like let it stay on my record, and so yeah, that sucks.
Maybe you'll
for
be able
people.
to fight it soon. You never know. It would probably be changing.
Yeah, I should get a lawyer and like see if I can, especially now that it's legalized in South Dakota, like it's medicinal there. So I'm sure I could go back now and try to fight it. But yeah, like if I wasn't in my position, you know, I could have never got a job after that again.
Yeah.
Like I used to work at a real estate company before TV. I wouldn't have been working at the real estate company anymore with that felony. So it's really sad that just like weed is, you know, can do that, and now it's legal and like people still have charges. It's so stupid.
Hopefully it'll be changing soon. And you know, everyone listening here on Green Talk by Green Care Solutions, we're always giving you guys legal updates. We even have a show with Pop Brothers at Law that you guys can watch on our YouTube channel. You can watch everything on our YouTube channel. You can listen 24/7 on iHeartRadio and Spotify. And again, this is the first half of our show with Chanel West Coast, the beautiful Chanel West Coast.
Thank you.
Yes. So we're going to be ending the show, but next week, I really want you guys to tune in again and listen to the second half of this amazing program, Green Talk by Green Care Solutions with Chanel West Coast.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having me. Appreciate
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Yeah. So what are your plugs? Like, how can people find your music? And obviously your Instagram is Chanel West Coast.
Yes. Instagram, Chanel West Coast. Facebook, Chanel West Coast. YouTube, Chanel West Coast. Everything's Chanel West Coast. And you can find my music everywhere, every platform, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, Tidal. Wherever you can find music, you can find me.
Love it.
Awesome. All right. Well, it was a pleasure having you on. And this has been Brian from Green Care Solutions. Find us on all information at Green Care Solutions 420. We're going to update photos and everything from this episode, so stay tuned.
Thanks for listening, guys. I'm Tribute Trees signing off.
Thank you, guys. We love you here at Green Care Solutions by Green Talk.
Can I see $1 billion live big like a Wallace? Can I reach $1 billion suntan in Bahamas? If we all live honest, will we all see promise? With the future up on us, while the past still haunt us. Got the gift to get the shit I always wanted, never sip unless I done bought it. And the truth of it is that I live for it, and they hating it just because they want it. And I can't get mad at them, but I will get back at them. By the way that I spend my money, drive off and I never look back at them. Peace. Popping bottles at the bar now, so they see us from afar now. Fuck a back table, raise a glass, spend some cash, hold it up, dance, you a star now.